Well, for the last few weeks, Colin Byrne has been the starting center for the Syracuse football team. And Colin, probably not expected a month or so ago, but here you are starting. What was it like to get tossed into the starting lineup when Jason went down?
You know, it's been exciting for me. I feel bad for Jason at the end of the day, but it's very exciting, and it's important for me to get the experience early in my career. Going into next year, I was expected to start for us, and sooner than later, I'm here now, and I'm ready to go.
You're 3 games into it now, and around you on the line, there's been injuries, so it's kind of a completely new group than was expected. How tough has it been to build chemistry? Because it's maybe not the groups you were practicing with in training camp.
The chemistry is great in the group. We spend a lot of time together. We always go mismatch with the offensive line, and it's whatever it comes down to it at the end of the week. I'm excited to play, and whoever I'm next to, I trust with everything I got. So.
I think one of the terms Coach Babers likes is cross-training, that guys try out different positions, and in the line, that's, different spots of the line. You came in as a tackle. Now you're a center. How tough of a change is that from the outside to right in the middle?
I guess it's for the better, at the end of the day. I've played all 5 positions on this offensive line in college so far. In high school, I played 1. I played offensive tackle. I came in, started at right tackle. They moved me to left guard, moved me to right guard, played a little bit of left tackle, and now I'm at center. I'm just being the most versatile player I could be at the end of the day, and it's exciting,
Yeah. Center's the one that stands out as different, isn't it, from the other, due simply to the fact that you're snapping the ball and maybe helping out in adjustments at point. How tough is that to pick up when you haven't done it before?
Coming down to making calls and things like that throughout the offense, it could be difficult, but at the same time, I want to take that role and be able to be the guy to make the calls to the offensive line and throughout the entire offense. It's what makes the plays work, and we got to run the rock this week, which is important. So I'm excited to make the calls this week at Wake Forest.
Yeah. How much pride do you guys take in specifically that in running the ball, regardless of style of offense? I think that's always the first thing offensive lines mention.
Well, it's interesting you say that because Dino Babers is a running back, and that's what he loves to do. He loves to run the ball. He came in here, and all he does, he wants to run the ball. Dante Strickland had his first 100-yard game against UConn, and I was really happy with that. Coming off this Notre Dame loss, it was pretty unacceptable of us to not be able to run the rock in MetLife. But today's practice was great, and hopefully we kill the game this week.
I think what I've noticed from you in run blocking so far is they're not afraid for you, a big guy we can see at center, to get you up pulling and get you on the outside. What kind of mobility goes into that to be able to get on the edge and set some of those blocks for you?
Well, it comes down to being versatile enough to do that, being athletic enough. I played every position on the offensive line. I've played tackle, and most tackles are athletic. Cody Conway is the most athletic kid I've seen in a long time at our size. But Coach trusts me going out on the outside and just being able to be athletic enough to make the cuts and go out there with the receivers.
We know this in this offense, that it's running as many plays as fast as possible. Right now, you guys lead the country in most plays run. How does an offensive lineman handle that? That's a lot of strain on a big body.
Well, we handle it because Coach Sean Edger handled it in the summer, and that's who we look at when it comes down to conditioning and things like that. When we're out there, we don't even think about how many plays we're running. We just keep going. At the end of the day, we don't really care how many plays we're going to run. We're just going to continue to run until we get into the end zone.
And I'm sure you'd like to do even more, right?
Absolutely.
All right, this week it's Wake Forest, team in your division, a team you guys have beat here the last few years. They appear better than they have been in the last few years. What do you expect out of this matchup this week?
I expect it to be a offensive battle, and it's going to be a defensive battle also. With the weather situation with Hurricane Matthew rolling in through South Florida right now, and going to roll up the East Coast throughout the next couple of days, we might run into some weather. So it's going to come down to who can run the rock.
Yeah. Does that affect your prep at all? Because you never know. I mean, we don't quite know yet, but it could be wet. It could be windy on Saturday.
Right. We prepare for it in the best way possible, and I trust my coaches with everything I got. We want to run the rock, and at the end of the day, that's what we're going to do.
All right, Colin, keep it going. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.